Hello, 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 everyone. How are y'all doing this Wednesday? How y'all doing this Wednesday? I am doing good. Today it's been a great day. Probably because I ain't had to go to work. I ain't feeling like going to work today, but well, I couldn't go to work today. That's a story for another time. But how y'all doing today? I am doing great. Today's been a great day, very chilled day. It's just been a great day today. So I hope y'all are having an amazing Wednesday, just as good as I'm having a good Wednesday. And if y'all not, I hope my video somehow makes y'all happy. But y'all, yesterday's episode of Mayans MC, it was a good episode. It was a good episode, but y'all, I just got done rewatching it. I just realized y'all getting this review early. Usually y'all get this review at like nighttime, but y'all getting it today early. Um, y'all, I just got done watching this episode, and let me tell you some y'all thought I gave y'all good acting on Siesta Key videos. Y'all are about to get some top-notch Academy Award winning acting in this review right here, because I'm about to act out a few scenes for y'all, because y'all, last night episode was good. It was a good episode last night. So let's get into it, okay? This is Mayans MC. This is season 3, episode 6. You can't pray a lie. That is for sure. Okay, so y'all, we a couple minutes in this episode, and when I watched the episode, I'm like, if I gotta send out a tweet in the first 5 minutes of an episode, it's gonna be some BS. Okay, so we see Gabby's still in the car with Ezekiel, right? She like, Ezekiel, are you okay? Oh my god, are you okay? Oh my god, stay with me, Ezekiel, stay with me, Ezekiel. Oh my gosh. She goes to the hospital, right? She walked him to the hospital. Alright, she like, stay with me. And she's like, help, I need help, he's been shot, help me, he's losing a lot of blood, help me, he's been shot. You would think, as like a nurse or a doctor in a hospital, you would think when you hear someone say that they have been shot and they're losing a lot of blood, okay, you would think a doctor or a nurse, you would think they would just, move fast. Oh my gosh, this person's been shot, we need to hurry up, get him a wheelchair, go. Right? They would be moving fast, right? You would think, right? But at this hospital that Gabby and Ezekiel went to, let me tell you something. Them nurses, they was taking a sweet old time getting Ezekiel get in a wheelchair. They was taking a sweet time taking a sweet time putting Ezekiel in a wheelchair and rolling him down the hallway, taking a stroll. I said, what kind of hospital is this? And they carried him in a wheelchair. They usually put them in a stretcher, right? When someone gets shot, right? Look here. I don't know who directed that episode. I don't know who directed episode 6 last night, but I would have done another retake, okay? Telling them, I'm gonna need y'all to pick it up a pace, okay? Pick it up a pace. And can we get a stretcher, okay? Or a gurney? Can we do that? If I was the director of this episode, I would have done another take. Because they was moving mighty slow for my liking as someone who just said that this person has been shot. Okay. Oh, that was hilarious. Okay, so and then we see Gabby, she's realizing that she's just covered in Ezekiel's blood, and she's looking at her hands and she's freaking out. And then she got blood all over her dress and everything, and she's just in shock because she has someone else's blood on her hands. Okay. And so we see Bishop, he is standing in the middle of nowhere. Okay, he's just standing there, and he sees a car. A car is flipped over and it's smoking. Okay, he walks up to the car and he's looking in the car. There's the mayor. who was his ex-wife. Thank you to whoever told me that the mayor and Bishop, they were married. But he sees the mayor, and then he sees an empty car seat, and he wakes up, realizes that it's a dream, and he gets a phone call from Hank telling him that Easy's been shot. And Bishop was like, don't do anything until I get there. So this day is the anniversary of Bishop's son and the mayor's son, Aiden, which it shows that he died in a car accident. Now, Bishop was driving a car. And so what I'm thinking is that he may have been drunk, may have been drinking, and, you know, that's what caused the accident, causing their son to lose his life, unfortunately, at a young age. But they really didn't say how, like, what I'm guessing is that Bishop was probably drunk behind the wheel, and that caused the accident. So today's the anniversary of the accident. Okay, so we see Bishop going to the hospital, and y'all, Angel is heated. When I tell you homie was heated, homie was heated. He like, man, what y'all doing up here? Y'all ain't nothing. Y'all some little punks, huh? What y'all gonna do? Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all some punk. Y'all some punk people and everything like that. I was trying not to cuss y'all, but he's like, man, y'all some whack people. Why y'all trying to hold him back? Y'all some pigs and everything like that, man. Forget y'all, man. Whatever. Got Gilly and Creeper holding him back and everything like that. Look here, Angel was about to set trip up in that hospital. He was about to set it off in that hospital. Okay, so Bishop was telling Angel, yo, Angel, take a walk. Take a walk. Angel is still heated, okay? And so Bishop's friend, who is the police officer, I forgot about him. Easy's friend, a police officer, the friend asked Bishop, do you know anything? Bishop was like, nah, man, I don't know nothing, okay? And so Ezekiel, he laying up in the hospital, right? I'm like, dang, homie looked like he about to die, but then I realized he lost like a gallon of blood. And so he laying up in the hospital, and Angel, you know, asked him, is he okay and everything like that, and did Pops come? He was like, yeah, Pops came and everything like that. And so Bishop, Taza, and Hank, they come in. Bishop was like, what happened? He was like, man, nothing. It was radio silence. There was no warning, no nothing. Just started shooting and everything like that. Bishop was like, all right, what we gonna do? All right, I need you to pack some stuff, take the girl with you, and leave. Okay, just leave. All right. And what happened was that Angel, Bishop was like, can you ride? He's like, yeah, I can ride. Angel was like, man, no, he can't ride, man. I'm about to set it off, man. I'm about to kill these motherfuckers. And I'm like, bro, I know you mad, homie, but I need you to tone it down a little bit, all right? So then, don't make these people look at you sideways, okay? So then, Gabby comes, and Bishop was like, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, okay? Go. So Gabby comes in and he tells her, I want to show you somewhere, all right? Let's go somewhere. I want to take you to this place. You know, let's just drive away for a little bit, okay? So we see Alvarez in FHOS, former head of security, all right, braids. He is telling Galindo about LNG and how they killed Juan Denver and they destroyed all of the heroin there, the LNG gang. And Galindo's like, why am I just now hearing about this? Alvarez was like, look here, homie, I just want to tell you, you know, when I had enough information to tell you. And so Galindo said under his breath, now why, you know, like, why all of a sudden y'all want to do something? All right, y'all had all this time. Why all of a sudden and out of the blue you want to start some stuff, okay? And so cut to Coco and Hope getting it in. All right, they getting it in. But let me tell you something. I was unimpressed with the scene because this is that druggy type of love and stuff, you know. That's that druggy type of love, and I want this to stop. I want it to stop. Okay, this type of love thing, this heroin type of love stuff, shut it down now. Ahora, shut it down. Shut it down. No, shut it. Okay, and they getting it in, and I'm looking at the scene, and I'm like, I wanted to hear some mac and cheese. Y'all know what I'm saying. I wanted to hear some mac and cheese. That extra creamy, extra cheesy type macaroni and cheese. That's what I wanted to hear, but I ain't hear it. I'm like, come on now. Little something. I want to hear it, okay? I want to hear it. I ain't hear it. I ain't hear no macaroni. I didn't hear no extra creamy macaroni and cheese and none of that. I ain't hear nothing. I was upset. I'm like, Coco, do some more hips, more hips, more hips, more hips, okay? But they had a coming down from a high moment, getting all philosophical and astrological and everything. I don't know if that's the word, but astrological and everything like that. And then started talking about their childhood traumas and everything like that. Okay, so oh, I'm a mess. So then we see Ezekiel. He getting ready to leave with Gabby, but Gabby ain't there. Gabby inside the trailer. So Ezekiel getting ready. Then we see Emily pull herself up. She walking up to Ezekiel. Oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? Oh my gosh, I heard you got shot. Oh my God, are you okay? Oh my God, I was just freaking out when I found out. Oh my gosh, I was freaking out. Oh my gosh, are you okay? Are you okay? Oh my God, oh my God. While she was checking on Ezekiel, girl, let me tell you something. When that door opened and Gabby popped up, Emily got stuck. Girl, she got stuck. And I said, oh, yeah, you stuck now, girl, huh? She wasn't expecting Gabby. So then she see Gabby and she got quiet real quick. She looked at Gabby and she was like, hi. And then she looked at Ezekiel. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. Okay, she had to, pull herself back together. And then she got back into her car, and she looking at the side of in the her mirror, and she see Ezekiel and Gabby standing there. I said, yeah, girl, he got him a new girl. Bye. Okay, so she left with a quickness. Then we see Angel. Angel is in the waiting room. He's smoking a cigarette. Oh, this lady telling him, sir, 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 you can't smoke in here. Sir, there's no smoking. You can't smoke in here. Angel's like, girl, if you don't shut up, okay. He gets up, he cocks his gun, and he about to shoot Flotto. Is his name Flotto? Flotto or Flacco, whatever. He was about to shoot old boy, but then we see former head of security and another Galindo dude standing in front of the door, and Angel's like, man, why you standing in front of the door, homie? FHOS was like, hey, it was orders, all right? Alvarez told us stand here, and Angel's all pissed, and then he said, that's why your braids dry. And I'm like, hold up now. You're not about to talk about his braids now. You not about to talk about former head of security braids, man. His braids be looking fresh. I don't see one hair out of place with his braids. His braids be looking fresh though, all right? They be looking all nice and shiny and everything. Okay. So we see Ezekiel. He pulls over the side of the road, okay? And he's about to call Pops while Gabby decides, I'm going to just take a piss and, right here. And I can never do that. I cannot bring myself to pull over if I'm driving somewhere and there is not a restroom, there's not a rest stop in sight. I will not bring myself to take a piss in the middle of nowhere on the side of the road. I will not do that. I cannot bring myself to do that. People are going to be looking at you. I can't do that. I can't. So he calls Pops And Pops is cleaning out the blood of the car seat. And I'm like, Pops, get you some bleach or some Clorox and just, bleach and just, a little spit shine, elbow grease. Pops, just clean it up. All right. And Ezekiel was like, man, I can clean that up later when I get back. And he was like, nah, I'll take care of it. So then Easy tells Pops that he loves him. And then Pops says, me too. I'm like, okay, like, me too. Like, ain't you gonna say I love you back too? But all right, now I'll take that as an answer then. So we see Adelita. Adelita, she is in this junkyard type of situation. And there's these kids just laying on top of one another, and I'm like, what is this type of what is this? What is this? So Adelita, she looking around. She see this kid in a trunk. And I'm like, what is this? Like, what? What type of place is this? She see this little kid in a trunk, and homie, this little boy, I don't know what it was, but it looked like a can of some type of spray, and he must have been like, eating it or sniffing it or something, because it was all white up in there. I thought he was snorting some coke or something, but it looked like he was you know that spray and whatever. So she asked the boy, where's Minnie? She said, where's Minnie in Spanish. Next we see Alvarez. Alvarez pulls up to the clubhouse. Y'all, I'm about to give y'all some Academy Award winning acting up in this scene right here. So Alvarez pull up to the clubhouse. All right, set the scene for you. Okay, Bishop walk out of the clubhouse. He sees he sees Alvarez pull up in his car. All right, and scene, go, action. Yo, why you got people posted up at the hospital? Let's go inside. He's like, nah, you don't deserve no seat at the table. All right, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? He's like, you lied about the heroin. He's like, man, I did everything you asked me to do. Okay, I was supposed to rule the center of this universe, of this club, but you got me here working with Conche and Ramos? I sacrificed everything. I did everything. I left everything to come to this dead town. Like, what is going on, man? I don't deserve this. What is going on, man? Like, I sacrificed everything. Everything. And then Alvarez was like, Primo, I understand what day it is. He's like, man, fuck you, man. I sacrificed everything for this club, man. Alvarez was like, and don't you forget about who started this universe that you think you the center of, homie. And if anything happens to Concha and Ramos, you're gonna have to deal with me, man. Bishop was like, man, you ain't no Mayan no more. You ain't gonna do nothing. And then gets back in his car and drive away. I said, oh, girl. I said, Bishop. Oh, man, I was rooting for Alvarez, all the way in the back. I was like, you go, Alvarez. Like, you better tell him. I'm like, because y'all would not be here. Y'all wouldn't be here, okay, if it wasn't for Alvarez. Because Alvarez is the head honcho, was the head honcho of all of Mayans. He's the one that started all of this stuff, okay? So I understand where you coming from, Bishop, but better watch what you say, because Alvarez might go back to Alvarez in a minute. And so, y'all, we get this, dry ass concert, at Drugs R Us. Someone called that cult where Coco at. He said, someone on Twitter said, Drugs R Us. No, someone said Druggies Disneyland. And I wanted to say that, but I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna steal somebody else's stuff. So I'm like, nah. But I was like, Man, let me call this drugs are us. So drugs are us, okay? Just like Toys R Us, but drugs are us. So we get this dry ass concert at Drugs R Us. And Hope is trying to glorify Drugs R Us by saying to Coco that, this place isn't weird. This is a place where, we love each other. We don't steal from one another. No, we don't do that. This is a place where you can, be yourself, and you don't have to pretend. You can just forget about everything. And I'm like, girl, so you just trying to glorify this place? No, ain't gonna work, girl. So, y'all, I told you. And when she said everybody loves one another, I said y'all love the drugs. Okay, that's why. Y'all love the drugs that be coming in to Drugs Are Us. That's why. That's why. So y'all, let me tell you something. Then Kurt Cobain decides, look here, y'all, I'm about to perform for y'all. And Kurt Cobain did what Kurt Cobain always have done, and that's give people a show. I told y'all he was Kurt Cobain. Didn't I not tell y'all he was Kurt Cobain? Didn't I not tell you in the first scene where we saw Butterfly? I told y'all, man, he looked like Kurt Cobain, and I kept calling him Kurt Cobain because he looked like Kurt Cobain. He kind of talks like Kurt Cobain. He dresses like Kurt Cobain, girl, and he performed like Kurt Cobain. Let me tell you something. If any movie studio or any streaming service decides to do a biopic of Nirvana, let this dude who played Butterfly, let him play Kurt Cobain. I told y'all he was Kurt Cobain. So Kurt Cobain did what Kurt Cobain always done, and that's perform. And that's what he did. Kurt Cobain performed. He wakes everybody up, and everybody just starts dancing and everything. And Coco does the stereotypical drug addict type of dance. Hands all up in the air, and just, living life, man. Just living life, man. That's what Coco did. So then we see Ezekiel and Gabby, and they're riding, and they go to the little white church, that little white church that be everywhere in movies. Let's Google it, shall we? Because Google is free. I just literally typed in little white church in California. Because it is the same white church that people go to. That's like in any like action type of movie, they always go to this little white church in California. I think it was, no, I don't think it was this. No, it was this. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Nah, but it looked like that little white church that just be in the middle of nowhere. Like, if you've seen any TV show or any type of movie and they're in California, they always show that little white church that be just in the middle of nowhere. So they go to the little white church, and Gabby and Ezekiel, they have a religious moment, dip their fingers in holy water in the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. So Easy tells Gabby how his mom said that Francis was her favorite saint, and he tells Gabby that one of her favorite stories, his mom's favorite stories, was Francis and Clara, the saint named Clara, and how they were just deeply in love, and like they couldn't risk temptation being near one another. So I'm like, so you trying to compare yourself to Francis and Clara? So you're Francis and Gabby's Clara. I can see it. So So yeah, he tells a story about them being deeply in love with each other and like risking temptation to be with one another. And um Easy Gabby was changing Ezekiel's bandage, and he tells Gabby about Emily. Gabby basically was like, look here, I don't care about any girls that you've been with in the past. I don't care. All I care about is you being okay. But let me tell you something, everything is not okay. Everything is not okay. Oh my gosh, everything is not okay. You got shot, and I had blood. I had your blood on my hands, and I don't know what's gonna happen next. I'm freaking out. Gabby freaking out and everything. Ezekiel's like, girl, everything's gonna be okay. Be okay. Gabby was like, that's what everybody says, but it's never okay. Um so the boy takes, we back to Adelita. The boy takes Adelita to where supposedly Minnie is, and he takes Adelita to this trunk. And when he takes her to the trunk, he snatched that can away from Adelita and ran away. And so she looks into the trunk, and there's these kids. They just stacked on top of one another like sardines. And Adelita's looking around, and she sees Minnie, and she, wakes Minnie up, and Minnie was like, I'm home. I came home. And I'm like, girl, what type of home is this? What type of home? Where's home? Where's home, mama? Where's home? This ain't home. No, that's not home. So, all right. Okay. So, Galindo pops up. He's in Mexico, and he pops up on the governor, okay? And he pulls the governor aside, and he was like, did you make any backdoor deals with LNG? She was like, why would I make backdoor doors with LNG with people who killed my staffers? And he was like, look here, girl, just because, well, she was like, why would I make deals with, murderers who kill my staffers? You're just collateral damage. And so he pulls her arm, and he was like, look here, just because I made you laugh and I held you, and this scene made me laugh because it looked like Danny Pino didn't want to say this line. He was like, just because I made you laugh, just because I held you, just because I made you come, okay, that don't mean that I won't shed a tear when you become collateral damage. And she pulls her arm away from him, and she started playing victim and everything like that. She want to play big and bad. Okay, so Gabby Easy pulls Gabby over, takes her to this place, and she's just looking so happy because he finally took Gabby to the ocean, because she says she's never been to the ocean. And the way that she lit up when she was in the ocean enjoying the water and everything, she just looked at peace and she looked happy. And that whole scene was beautiful. The way that they filmed that scene was so beautiful. The sunlight and everything, and the water, just very, very beautiful. She looked beautiful in that scene, and it was very well shot. Very well shot. Okay, so next we see Bishop and the mayor. They are at their son's gravesite. Cutie little baby. They had the picture and everything. I'm like, oh, he's a cutie baby. Okay, so y'all, Gabby and Ezekiel said it's time. Okay, it's time for what? It's time to get it on. So, girl, Ezekiel make the first move. He started kissing up on Gabby, and she was like, what if someone watches us? What if someone sees us? Easy was like, prude. And I'm like, oh, you freaky Ezekiel. You like to get it in public? Okay. Wouldn't be me, but okay, Ezekiel. Wouldn't be me. So they they're about to, they're getting it in. They're getting it in. And then Ezekiel was about to freak, he was about to freak out, but Gabby was like, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. And Ezekiel was like, I'm here, I'm staying with you. And they get it in on the beach. All right, girl, I would have had a camera. I would have been watching. I would have been like, oh, what they doing here? Get it in, get it in. I tweeted it. I had a perfect gift, girl. I would have I would have been watching. So go back to Drugs R Us, okay? Kurt Cobain woke everybody up, everybody high, okay? Everybody passed out, and either high or passed out. And so Isaac tells Coco that he wants 3 more kilos of heroin. And Coco was like, "Man, no, I already did that, man. Like, nah, I'm not about to do that again." Isaac was like, "Well, you shouldn't have listened to me." I said, "You got that right, Isaac. He shouldn't have even listened to you." But then Isaac was like, "I know you like hope. So let me tell you this. You like hope. I like fire. The two should never cross." All right. And then you see Hope, looking at the whole situation. She stopped what she doing. She was, she thought she was Dave Grohl Dave Grohl when he was in Nirvana. She thought she was Dave Grohl. And she stopped what she was doing. She looked at the interaction between Isaac and Coco. And I'm like, "Girl, what you know? What you know, girl?" I'm like, "What you know?" Because the way you looked a little sus, okay? What's going on, Hope? And so Coco looks at Hope and he walks away. And look here, I just automatically made this up. I don't like how this I don't like how they are portraying my nigga. I don't like it. They are portraying my nigga Coco. He's going downhill. He is in a dark place right now, and I don't like it. But I understand why. I understand why. I am a student of production. I am a student of television production. I understand character development, character arc. I understand it. I don't like it. Because I really like Coco and I like his story. But man, Isaac definitely touched on a situation, with childhood trauma and everything like that, and how Drugs R Us, these people are products of childhood trauma. And Coco has dealt with some stuff when he was a kid. We've seen that in season 1. I really hope, a part of me wants Coco to pull through and, straighten up. I really do. But then I'm thinking, look here, homie, you made your bed. Now you about to lie in it, whether it's 6 feet under or in a hospital bed, homie. Like, literally, it's whatever happens to Coco, whatever happens to him. Whatever happens to Coco. I want him to pull out of this, but then at the same time, he's either the club is going to find out and they try to nurse him back to being 100%, or he's about to be 6 feet under. Because you stealing from your club and you getting high, like NWA said, you don't get high off of your own supply. Coco and the people at Drugs R Us is getting high off of the Mayans supply. You don't get high off your own supply, according to NWA. And that is what Coco was doing. And so Coco, it better straighten up. He better straighten up or something, because childhood trauma is real in most cases with people. Like, if you do not deal with childhood trauma the right way, and the right way means to talk about it, which means getting help, okay? Getting help, talking to someone, talking to a therapist, talking to a advisor, talking to someone who can help you mentally and emotionally, okay? And spiritually. Someone who can help you. Talk about it. Or you can go down that path of self-medicating, doing drugs, drinking alcohol, having sex. You can either go the right way or you can go the wrong way. You need to handle it the right way. And as you can see by those people, I'd be talking cash crap about, Drugs R Us and everything like that. But what Isaac said was real. Those people are products of childhood trauma. And you can clearly see that those people took the wrong way. And to know, I want y'all to know that if y'all are dealing with childhood trauma, get help. Get help. Talk to someone. Talk to someone. Get help. The good way. The right way. Okay? Y'all made me get all sympathetic up in here. So, y'all made me get sympathetic up in here, man. So, next we see the governor and bishop. And so they're getting some food, okay, after going to Aiden's gravesite. And the mayor talks about how, you know, both bishop and the mayor lost their son. No parent wants to bury their child. That is something that a parent doesn't want to come to terms to do, and that's bury their child. And it's another problem to where you may have been the reason that your child has died because of maybe what Bishop has done. That is a tremendous amount of guilt on both parties. And, you know, hearing the governor say, you know, when dealing with all of this, I wanted to put a gun to my mouth and she wanted to kill herself because the amount of guilt that she was carrying. It's like, that scene was sad. And Bishop, you know, saying how, you know, the world just keeps going. The world just keeps going and going and going. And it's like, that scene was very hard because both of them are feeling guilt because they wish they could have done something, but they couldn't. And then all of a sudden, the governor was like, so my girl got a gig in Tucson and we about to move there. So what I need you to do is that I need you to sign the mortgage. She pulls out the mortgage and Bishop is looking pissed. He's like, are you serious? Really? So he signs the mortgage and he tells her, you know, you should have put the gun to your mouth and you should have killed yourself. I said, oh, no, 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 no. That is the worst thing you could say to someone. Look here, all my worst enemies, like, I would never, ever, ever to anyone. I would never, ever tell someone to go kill himself. I would never, ever tell them to do that. So for him to say that to her, to say that you should have killed yourself, I was like, oh, no, Bishop. Dang, bro. Dang, like that is the worst thing you can ever say to someone. That is the worst thing ever. And so the mayor leaves and we cut to Bishop. No, we cut to Creeper. Creeper is getting out the bathroom and he sees Flotto and the other crew member leave the hospital. He texts Creeper. Creeper gets the text and he calls Angel. And Bishop is running on emotions right now, okay? When you run on emotions, you can either do some good things or some bad things. And Bishop is doing a bad thing right now. Bishop hopped on the phone and he called Angel and he was like, it's about to go down. Set it off now. So we cut to Adelita. She's, you know, cleaning up Minnie and she tells Minnie, get ready because we gotta get ready. And I said, girl, you better stay ready so you don't gotta get ready, okay? Stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. Exactly. So then we see Flotto and a crew member driving, you know, on the highway. And we see former head of security and another Galindo member, the other Galindo member. They driving behind them. And then Angel and Gilly, they see the cars drive by. They pull out, you know, motorcycle going, and then former head of security sees what's about to go down, and then so does Flotto. Look here, Gilly and Angel, they do a drive-by. Pow, pow! Shoot them, and their car just flip over. Oh, dude, other Glendo dude, he was like, so what are we supposed to do? Former head of security was like, nothing. So then we cut to Ezekiel and Gabby's sleep. I was like, dang, homie, you put her to sleep, okay? Easy get his phone, and he looks at the message, and it's from Angel, and he says, Angel texts him and says, we about to go to war. So y'all, that was the end of Mayans MC for episode 6. Y'all, this is a 40-minute review. This is a 40-minute review. I gave y'all top-notch acting, and I gave y'all some life advice, okay? So I hope y'all enjoyed the review, and I will see y'all later. All right, peace and love. All right, love you guys.